Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and I have a layout to share today for GoGo Shopaway using the Jen Hadfield Stardust collection. I made this layout quite a while ago, but just haven't got around to editing videos for some time. So here we go. Better late than never. But here's this layout, and I have another one using Stardust too that I had filmed a while ago, but I hadn't managed to edit. So I am making a layout using, say, Stardust. I loved this sheet of paper. It's called Go Figure, and it's got those fabulous kind of flower petals on one side, and then it's got all the figs on the other side. So I have spent some time fussy cutting all of those, but also the first thing I should mention is that I have a photo of some cocktails on a bar, and I followed the line of the bar to cut the bottom corner piece of the pattern paper, and that's going to be my base. There we are, but that matches up with the line on the bar in the photo. Just removed it out of the way and have added some gold paint splatters to my black background that I decided to use, and then whilst that is drying I'm just going to cut out the rest of the figs that I wanted to use on this layout. So it's the same piece of paper. I've done a big corner strip with the petals, and then the rest of the paper I have fussy cut out and used them all as well. So I know they're figs, but I do think they look like passion fruits, and the drinks in the photo are passion fruit martinis, which are my absolute favourite. They mainly go by another name, which I will not mention on here. I'm going to call them passion fruit martinis. But yeah, so I'm going with the fact that they like passion fruits. They're not quite the same as passion fruits, but yeah, they'll do. You get the idea. So I have fussy cut out a load of passion fruits stroke figs, and I am just cutting out a few of the tags from the tags paper from the Stardust collection, because I wanted to use those as some layers behind my photo. I've also, on that sheet, there's also some little label tags, which are lovely to use, so I wanted to use those as well. So just cutting those out, just dressing the edges, just waiting for my paint splatters to dry in the background before I can then assemble the layout. So just getting some prep work done effectively. There we go, all dry, and now I've got that stuck in place. I have to stress the edge of that line, of course, and I'm going to add my photo. You can see there how it matches up exactly that angle in the photo, so that works really well. I'm just going to then get that stuck in place along with all of my figs, which I'm going to arrange around my photo. So there we go. I love how they all kind of cascade. They were a bit tricky to fussy cut out actually, because they overlap a bit, and some of them are quite detailed in the way that they kind of tendril down, but I made it work, cut some bits off that I didn't need, and getting those layered around my photo is fab. And I've got my two tags behind my photo as well. That looks good. Got those two little banners to the right of my photo, True Story and Life is Sweet. Definitely is. That goes well with the whole passion fruit martinis thing. Yeah, all looking good. Yeah, just going to carry on fussy cutting a few more bits for the gaps that I feel that I need. But otherwise, it's taking shape. I'm quite happy with how it's looking, and I just need to go away and get it all kind of stuck in place now, and then I can start adding a few more and different embellishments too. Let's see what I do now. Oh, so I wanted to add a title, Happy Hour, but my stickers, the thickers that came in this collection, the silvery glitter, are silver, and I needed gold because I've got gold tones in this layout and gold in the background. So I was like, well, do I go and find gold alphas? Of course I've got some in my stash, or do I use these ones? So I did use these ones. There we go. I've skipped forward now and everything is stuck in place and my title is down. But actually what I'm doing is I'm just using some gold paint. It's just gold acrylic paint, it's Liquitex, and I've taken a paintbrush and I'm just painting it on top of the glitter. And I was really surprised that it worked, but it did. It worked really, really well, and the letters look fabulous. You can still see all the texture. No, it doesn't shine like glitter does, of course. It doesn't catch the light, but the paint itself is metallic, so it does have a shimmer to it, but it's not the glitter that it was originally. However, this was a great option for changing those thickers when they didn't fit what I was trying to make. So yeah, definitely another option that I wouldn't have necessarily thought of before. I was just sat there thinking, well, what shall I do? Shall I try and find some different ones, or and then it just came to me, I'm going to give it a go. I had a go on a comma or a full stop or something first on the thicker sheet to make sure that it would work, and it did really work well. So I went ahead and painted my title. So there we are. I've added a few more splatters of paint as I had the paint out already from doing the title, so they're dry now, and now I'm just going to finish embellishing the layout with some other bits and pieces. So I have the Jen Hadfield Stardust sticker book there, and I'm just pulling out some bits that I think will work here and there. I love label stickers and phrases, things like that, so I'm just pulling out a few of those and getting those stuck in place. Most of them I will distress and raise on foam pads as well, because I do love a bit of dimension. Okay, so just continuing to add little bits and pieces. I've got quite a lot going on in this layout now with all of those big flowers and figs going around the outside edge of my photo, so I need smaller items. So I'm now currently using the tiny Stardust like enamel dots, the little epoxy stickers. They're in different shapes. I love them. They're lovely. Very tiny but lovely, and you get 2 sheets in a pack, so you get more than you think you get. And I'm just going to add some sequins as well by the fabulous Spiegelmum Scraps. So I'm just going to stick those in place, and around basically the whole layout kind of sprays out from that middle section, and that's what I want to fill in. It's like, kind of like bursts, isn't it? It's like a burst. So I want to put all the little sequins and tiny enamel dots all around the edges, rather than too many concentrated in the middle. It's kind of like larger bits in the middle going to smaller pieces around the outside. So that's what I'm doing there. Adding some sequins, getting those stuck in place with glossy accents. Shake test there to make sure everything was stuck down. And then I need to handwrite my journaling, but I have a black background, so I either need to make journaling strips or I need to write with my white pen, which is always a risk, but it has worked really well actually. So just getting that written down there. So yeah, that looks pretty good actually. I was quite happy with how that writing came out, and it works well going down from there, brings the title closer to, or links the title with the background. So there we go, all finished. I hope you have enjoyed seeing this layout come together. I really enjoyed making it. It was great fun. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was Nikki Rowland for GoGo Shopaway using the Jen Hadfield Stardust collection.